Hi, and welcome to Raising Energy. I'm Angel Morgan. I'll be your host today and your psychic, and today we're going to have a lot of fun. Today we're at the Stephen Leacock Theatre. This theatre was opened in 1983, and it is just chock full of spirits. This place has a lot of story where ghosts are concerned, and a lot of theaters do. A lot of older theaters will have spirits of actors who have passed, or even calling in the energies of the stories that are being told creates an energy of its own. I like to go to different places in Georgina, or everywhere actually, just simply because these places all have their own distinct energy. And there's no coincidence as to why you guys are here, because we create an energy and a dynamic of our own, and it's called borrowed energy. So we're all going to help to make it easier for me to read and open the channels to learn from each other today, okay? Great. So for my viewing audience, just so you know, I work with guides and guardians, angels, archangels. I'm a free-for-all. So whoever of the light wants to come through, I let them. The difference with me is that if somebody wants to come through and they're still alive, I let them come through. And I'm also what's known as an animal communicator. So today, for the first half of the show, we're going to let Spirit guide us and let us know who Spirit wants to talk to. And then we're going to take a break. And after the break, what we're going to do is we are going to open it up to our viewing, to our in-studio audience today, okay? And you guys will ask questions. So it's really funny, as I was giving that intro, I felt like I needed to laugh. One of the things that I'm finding in this particular group is there's a lot of laughter. The vibrations are really high, but in the same token, it's a really old vibration. You guys have this, and it's really neat that we're here, because a lot of this particular group, it's almost very, I want to say 1930s, 1940s, and I keep seeing the movie houses of that time, like, you know, the nickel houses that people would go to. So it's a really neat energy, very different from our first audience today and from audiences I've had in the past. Really, really like this audience, but I really want to come over here first. And this really lovely lady in the purple jacket, in the purple coat. So we're going to open with you. Yeah? Could you? Oh, what? Why does everybody look so surprised when I make comment? Please stand up. Could you? Thank you. What's your name, love?
Angie.
Angie. Hi, Angie. Your dad has passed over, correct?
Yes.
Okay. He specifically brought you here. He wanted you to be here. Is your birthday very close? When is your birthday?
Scorpio, I'm October.
You're in October, because all he wants to keep saying is happy birthday, happy birthday. He just wants to keep saying happy birthday to you. It's almost like for every birthday he's missed, he wants to say happy birthday to you. He really is excited about who you are and the life that you're leading, and it's just, this guy is all excitement, and there's laughter in him. There's a lot of laughter in him. I know it sounds kind of odd for you. Yeah?
I'm so surprised. I don't know what to ask.
Oh, that's okay. No, that's okay. This is more about your dad needing to speak to you, okay? Yeah. Your dad just wants to tell you how beautiful that you are, and you have children, correct? You have a son?
Two boys.
2 boys, okay. And are they both married, or is it just, no, one of them's married, correct?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, one of them's married.
Yeah.
And he likes the choice. He loves everything that you've accomplished, and he really needs you to know that. Okay, and that's why he's here, because you don't go to psychics, not very often anyway, and this time he's really had the opportunity to come in and say hi to you. Okay?
Well, I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so next, I actually don't go far, Danny, because the woman in the yellow beside her is the next person I need to speak with. Sorry. If you could stand up, please. What's your name?
Ruth.
Ruth. Hi, Ruth. I want to keep saying that you should be a school teacher. I know you're not, though, right? No, I didn't think so, because the energy of school teachers is not there, but I feel like that's a path you could have taken in life. We have many paths in life, many choices in life. And this is the one thing I tell my clients is that, you know, the path you go on is your strongest path at the time, but know that there are other paths. So when I speak to you, I'm showing you a strong path, but if you step to the left or you step to the right, that doesn't make your path worse, it just makes it different. I feel like you should be doing more in the community. I feel like you should be volunteering. You have a really great heart, and you have a lot to offer kids. So I keep saying community, there's a community center close to your home?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The community center is close to your home. I want to see you kind of offering your help or offering time. And I feel like you're a little bored right now looking for something to do. So that's something that I think would really help. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah.
It does? Good. Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you so very much.
Thanks.
Okay, I want to, okay, show me. Okay, up in here, this gentleman here in the coat. Stand up. Yep, you, big tall guy. And your name, sir?
Drew.
Drew. Hello, Drew. How are you?
Good.
It's really funny. You have like World War II spy energy, and I like that energy. And I wish I don't know that you have, because your confidence isn't quite there yet. But you could model. You have that kind of look and that kind of, you know, that kind of chicness about you. I was watching this great movie last night called Kinky Boots. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. It's a great movie, beautiful movie. And they're in Milan. And in this scene in Milan, you look at, you know, their clothes, because that's what Milan's all about. And I'm kind of looking at you going, yeah, you've got that kind of look. And you need to step into your, I know it's going to sound really weird, your own chicness. Yeah? You kind of have that Starbucks quality. Now you got to start strutting it. Okay, strut your stuff more. That is the biggest message I could tell you. That is going to help you in whatever business you choose to either go into or what you're doing now. Okay, you really need to strut your stuff. All right, good, excellent, thank you. I want to come over here. There's a woman in a gray, a really beautiful gray. You just smiled, yeah, with the bun on top of her head. Can you please stand up? What's your name?
Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. How are you?
Good, how are you?
If when you get the mic, you could really speak up for us, that would be great. I keep getting ancestors around you. I keep getting a grandmother is around you, a mother's side. Do you have a brother?
Kinda.
Is it a stepbrother?
Yeah.
Okay, so in my field, in my perception, there's no such thing as stepbrothers, adoption, this kind of, once someone is family, they are family, so that's a brother for me, okay? So for you, they're showing me your lineage and they're showing me your family, but you have a lot of ancestors around you. Are you Native Aboriginal at all?
I have St. Vincent in me. My dad's from the Caribbeans.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so if you're in the islands.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so it's not Native Aboriginal, it's the islands.
Yes.
There is something in you that is connected to the Native Aboriginals of Canada, though.
Oh, wow.
Okay, just so you know. It does have to do with past life. This is about you as an individual, not anybody else in your family.
Okay.
Okay, it's just you. You have a lot of ancestors around you, a lot of family around you. Yeah. You're protected, you're guided. You need to know you're not alone.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, you laugh and you're very joyful, but inside it feels like there's a lonely there. Okay? But just understand, you're not.
Okay.
Okay? You have friends to die for. People would just kill to have the friends you do. And you have the support. But the only reason they do, though, you have that is because you're like them.
Yep.
You need to start seeing yourself as a reflection of the people around you. Okay? We all need to do that. It's that whole idea that the people we call to us are like us. Even those people we don't like, they're a reflection of something that we need to address. Okay? Everything in this lifetime is to our benefit. There is nothing in this lifetime that is not to our benefit. So that means that if we're going through something and we have an issue with somebody, you got to look at them and go, okay, if they are seeing that in me, where do I see that in me? Right? So if I have a lack of confidence in what I do, like when I first started, you know, I kept saying to myself, oh, you know what, this is a joke, I can't really do this, da-da-da-da. And I would have someone very close to me in my life come up to me and go, oh man, you are such a joke. And one day I stepped back and I went, wait a minute, I say that to myself. I got to stop seeing myself that way. And all of a sudden they stopped. Right? So this is the way it works with us, all right? So you got to start seeing your friends and your family as reflections of who you are, because you get some really nice things happening.
Perfect.
Okay? Yeah. Are you in university?
No. I've just finished school last year.
Okay, there's more school coming.
That's funny.
Why?
I was talking about going back to school.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And you'll be quite successful. You need to do that. Okay?
Perfect.
No debate.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Show me. Where am I going? Who? Who do you belong to? Gentleman, right here. Yeah, this older gentleman here. Could you stand up, please? You're really cool. I like you. He's sitting there going, of course you came to me. Sure. Yeah. What's your name?
Dominic.
Dominic, I like it. Okay, your name is Dominic. Are you Italian?
Of course.
Of course, of course. See, like, of course I am, of course. I love it. Your dad is standing behind you?
No.
Do you have a, sorry?
My dad is standing
Yeah, your
behind.
dad is standing with you behind you, okay? Whether he's dead or not, the
Oh,
son,
okay.
Yeah, he's standing with you. You need to know that your family, especially on your dad's side, really, really runs through you. Like, there's always one side of the family that influences us more, right? Whether we realize it or not. For you, it's your dad's side of the family really influences who you are. Do you have a brother who's passed?
Yes.
Yeah, he's standing with you as well. You guys were very close as children. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although he teased you a lot. I mean, it's brothers,
Probably,
right?
yeah, they're brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers, right? Excellent. Was it you or your brother who owns? Do you own a store or you own something? Or you're like an entrepreneur?
No, I don't.
Who is it that owns the store?
I'm not sure about my brother. Anyway, he used to work in a factory, but
No, but that he
I
used to
don't.
work in. Yeah, because it's really funny because I keep seeing you in charge of a store, and it's funny because it keeps showing me. And I know you're not a butcher, but
No.
I see you like a butcher, but you're in charge of everything. For me, the message for you is that even though you seem very in charge out here, in here you question yourself, and you're a very loving man. Stop questioning yourself. Okay? Because the reality is you, and you know this, you know you're the head of the family, you know all this, but you're so sweet and you're so loving, right? Sometimes you need to just step up and go, hey, you know what? This is what I feel, this is what I want. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, it does?
Yes,
Because you're
it
very
does, yeah.
sweet. You're sweet. You kind of remind me of my Uncle George. My Uncle George is a really cool guy. He's very funny and he's very full of life and everything. And every once in a while he really tries to put his foot down, but he's so full of life he'll laugh. You know what I mean? So it's hard to take him seriously sometimes. You're the same kind of guy, right? And I love that about you. You have a great life. Your heart is really wonderful. One of the messages for you is that the rest of your life is marked with peace and you're charmed. Okay? Whatever you do will turn to gold. Okay?
Good.
Your family, your grandchildren, protected. Okay? Your mom is passed, correct?
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your mom is watching over the grandchildren. She keeps dropping blessings on them. Okay? Just so you
Good.
know. Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's next? Who's next? I want to come over here. This lovely little lady with the purple. Yes, you. Could you please stand up? You guys have a cute energy, you. Opening up. I feel like you can be very shy. You almost have a librarian energy. And I feel like this year needs to be a year of you using your voice, okay? You speaking up, okay? We are taught, especially as women, that if we use our voices, we could hurt a situation, keep your place. Not so much anymore, but you know, in the old times. But we have to remember that it's when we speak and when we act on how we feel that we actually help a situation. When we don't speak, we're actually taking something away from it. Okay? You have such a strong need to say things, but you hold yourself back. Okay? This year has to be the year where you say, okay, I really need to say this, and just say it gently. You know, and you're a very gentle spirit, so you can. If you do this, you're going to see your whole world change. Okay? Your whole life is going to change. And you're a bit bored right now. So the reality is that's what will change. The stagnation that you're feeling right now will put you on the right path with work and everything you're looking for. That's the key. Okay?
All right.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I am going to come over here now. Over here. You, with the beard. Sir. Now, you know, every once in a while I do have people in the audience that I do know. This gentleman's name is a new friend of mine that I've just met, so I actually don't know a lot about him. His name is Al, correct?
That's correct.
I'm psychic, there you go. No, I should have done that first. It would have been funnier. Yeah, I know music is a huge part of your life, but you got to start listening to the words of the music that you tend to like and tend to play and tend to choose, because it's actually healing you. And there's a part of you that knows that, and a part of you that kind of goes, okay, well, it's music, right? You are an incredibly healing person to be around. And the reality is the music that you're choosing is not just for you, it's for everybody else. And you need to share your knowledge of music more. Does that make sense for you? If it doesn't, that's okay.
Yeah, I suppose it does.
Okay. Is your dad passed?
Yes, he is.
Okay. He's standing with you. He's laughing. He likes what you do.
Good.
Yeah. You read a lot, don't you, Al?
I do a
Yeah.
fair bit. Not as much now that the
That's what he's trying to
Facebook's
say. That's what he
around.
actually said. That he actually said he said he doesn't like what you're reading right now because you're not reading enough. But your choice of books too needs to go deeper, stuff that's really meaningful for you, right? So yeah, but you got to read more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the me time, right? But he's really proud of you, eh?
Good.
He's really proud. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
letting me read you. Thank you very much. Sometimes I find it can be a little difficult to read people that you know. And the reason for that is that you know them so well. And also because you're so connected to them that you always want the best, right? You always want to, and you kind of, and it also, it's hard because you know this information, you go, okay, well, is that psychic? Or was that because I knew that? This is, and I do get that question a lot, how do you know when it's a psychic experience? And the reality is you know it's a psychic experience when it is, number one, it can be a disconnected experience. So you're doing the dishes, all of a sudden Aunt Bessie comes through. And in that case, you just go, thank you, right? You know it's a psychic experience because you feel spirit come through you. Like I physically will feel it at times. But sometimes it is hard to decipher. Regardless, just say thank you. You know, something is obviously happening. You're not verbalizing it to the world, so just go, you know what, thanks. Whatever that was, I really appreciate that experience, okay? You can never say thank you enough. That's a big thing for me, okay? I want to come over here to this lovely girl. That's funny, the look on your face was, I knew it. Oh, man, I knew it. Okay, so if I can get you to stand up for me, please. Great, what's your name?
Caitlin.
A little louder in the mic.
Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin, how
Hi.
are you? I like your energy. But right now it's a little erratic. It's almost like you have a lot of decisions to make. There's a lot of transition happening. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure if I thought about it, it would make sense, but right now, not so much.
Okay, this is another thing that I find with people is that they really want the reader to be correct, right? So they try and help the reader by going, okay, well, you know, maybe it's this and maybe it's that. If it's not, just say it's not. If it's, you know, if I really thought about it, okay, that kind of thing. But understand that if it's not, that's okay, because I go, okay, then why are you showing me that? And it makes it clear. Right? So, you know, a lot of times readers will ask questions when they don't really need to ask questions. So we don't want to lead people on. It's better when we're honest. So thank you for being honest in that regard. I keep seeing a cottage around you, and I feel like you need to do more outdoor things in the summertime. I feel like you were really sporty when you were younger. I feel like you did a lot of, like, I don't know, canoeing, kayaking, just outdoor stuff, like one of those sporty kids. You're losing that sense of who you are. Watch it. Okay, watch out, because if you lose that, you're going to get bored. Okay, you lose the elements in you especially. It's not true for everybody, but you lose your outdoors, you're going to get bored. Okay, and if you get bored, that is just the death for you. All right, so be careful of that. You need the 4 elements: earth, air, wind, and fire. You need to be with it. Do you ski?
No.
Okay, you need to.
I used to, but
You used to,
not so
okay,
much
so she
anymore.
does ski. Okay, so you do ski, you just haven't skied.
I fall.
So my reality is you need to get out, ski more, right? You need to get out, do more, okay? Outside is important. And I know it's cold, but you know what? You're Canadians, suck it up. So, all right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want to come down here. In here, I want to talk to you, please. Yes, this little girl right here. Can you stand up, please? Hi, what's your name?
Madeline.
Hi, Madeline. I like you. You're cute. You dream a lot, don't you? You have a lot of dreams, don't you? Do you wake up feeling really tired?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what happens, especially with kids today, because they're very open, is we are awake during the day, and then we go to sleep, and we're awake at night. Okay, so sometimes you're not actually dreaming. You're actually journeying, and you're going to different places. So when that happens, that's okay, but if you don't want to dream or you don't want to have those kinds of dreams, all you have to do before you go to sleep, and this is for everything, it's even our viewing audience, all you have to do is say, you know what, just for tonight, no dreams. Just let me wake up feeling good. So if you're really tired one morning because you know you've had what we call a lucid dream, a dream where you feel like things are really real in them, when you go to sleep the next night, just say, just for tonight, no dreams. Okay? And you have dreams, in your dreams, there are animals sometimes in your dreams, right?
One of my biggest dreams that I've had a lot is about a dog that passed away. His name is Simon.
Yeah, that's actually Simon. That's Simon. You're actually spending time with your dog. I had a dog named Midnight, and whenever 3 days before something really, really good was going to happen in my life, Midnight would show up in my dreams. Right? And it was amazing because I got to hang out with them. I got to spend time with them, and it was really, really nice. So in those times that you're dreaming, and sometimes do you actually know you're dreaming when you dream? Sometimes you do, yeah? Good. So if you know you're dreaming, acknowledge it. Go, yeah, this is really cool. You're there. Okay? Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, good. Just so you know, too, if you have a child, or even as an adult, you have a dream that feels so real and it's really scary, and you know you're dreaming, change it. Okay? I know a young man who has dreams, and what will happen is he'll have like a monster come in his dream or that kind of thing, and he'll turn it into a lollipop. And I go, well, why a lollipop? And he goes, because my parents don't let me have any. And I'm like, okay, that works, right? Because in a lucid dream, you can feel, you can taste, right? You know you're dreaming, so you're actually journeying. So you can do whatever you need to do, and you're very well protected in your dream time. Okay? Good, excellent. This gentleman over here in the stripe, yes, you please. Can you stand up, please? Actually, can you, yeah, if you can stand up, that'd be great. I'm just concerned about the camera.
Hello.
No, you're good. What's your name?
Ryan.
Hi, Ryan, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, excellent, thank you. Your energy is really nice. It's very relaxed, it's very stable. Even though inside right now, you may feel like a lot of things are erratic in your life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? They're not. There is an energy moving through right now that is about opening up and blossoming. But the shifts have to take place inside. Okay? And that's all that's happening with you. Are you finding it really hard to sleep lately?
Yes.
Yeah. That's okay, because that's just the healing process happening in your spirit. Okay? So there's a really nice healing process, but it's not so overwhelming that it bothers me in any way or that it concerns me in any way. If it did, well, then you run. But the reality is there's nothing here that concerns me. Just ride it out. They're saying till about the 23rd, between, I'd say the 21st and 23rd of February, and then you're going to start feeling like yourself again. Okay? Are you having a hard time kind of breathing? Like taking deep breaths?
Right now, yeah, I'm nervous.
Oh, okay, that's where it is. All right, sorry. Yeah, I do that to people. All right, thank you very much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Okay. See, I love honesty, eh? Like this is the kind of guy every girl wants to bring home to her mom. He's so honest and nice. It's great. This one right here in the gray top, please. Yes, the one who just kind of went, what, me? I have a gray top on? It's amazing how we forget what we're wearing when we get chosen. Have you ever noticed that? What? Oh, okay. Hi, what's your name?
Carrie.
Hi, Carrie, how are you?
Hi, great.
You have, show me. Something new is coming. Are you thinking of moving?
Possibly.
Yeah, there is a move coming. It will happen this year. Yeah. Sooner than you think. Just, they're laughing. Your guides are laughing, going, be ready, be ready. Because you know what? Thank you very much. Your guides are really cool. Okay, slow down. They're saying you've asked for it.
Yeah.
Okay? You're asking for a lot of stuff, and you are going to get it starting in February. So,
Excellent.
yeah, exactly. You know what she did? She just went like, she went, yeah, hold on. Okay? Because everything you're asking for, you're going to get. And that's a good thing. It's all going to be to your benefit. Okay? So the reality is we ask for stuff, and then when we get it, we go, oh, I don't know. No, no, no. Or you go, oh, no, that can't be happening. It is. We manifest for ourselves. And you've been really focused lately on very specific things in your life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Because you've been so specific, where are my words? Because you've been so specific, you're being granted access to the things you desire. That's what they just said. And what's really interesting is Kuan Yin is giving this to you. She is a deity who is she is the goddess of this particular year. She is a goddess of manifestation. She's the goddess of children. She hears the cries of all the children of the world. But this is her year. You want anything? Ask for it this year up until February 4th. She'll manifest it for you. But she is granting you all these desires. She's hearing you. Okay? Do you have a daughter?
Yes.
And you've been asking things for her?
Always.
Yeah, they're coming. But there's a few things this year that are going to open up for her because you asked for it. Okay? Is one of those things a boyfriend or someone really good in her life?
Pretty much.
Coming. And when, okay, so this is what you do. Your guides just went, so as soon as that happens, you go, you're welcome. And then show her this episode. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to come up here. Wow, they're being really, really targeted today. There's a lovely, remember the girl in the sweater right beside her? Yeah, in the dark green. Okay, we're going to talk about your animal totem.
Pardon?
Your animal totem.
Okay.
So we have a totem. Think of a totem pole, right? And on that totem pole, there are 4 animals, right? There's your spirit animal, your power animal, your guide, and the animal energy that is working with you at this time. Okay. Your spirit animal is actually the large cat. Do you have an obsession with cats?
I have cats.
What, like 3, 4?
2.
Yeah, you're acquiring another 2.
Don't tell my husband. Don't tell my husband that.
Don't tell my husband that. Well, then don't let him see this show. Yeah, you're going to like it. The other 2 cats are going to adjust well to it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, husband won't be pleased at first, but really, does he have a choice? Your husband's great.
Yeah.
Because he really gives you whatever you want. And you're really good at getting that from him anyway. Yeah, you're like a little girl, please. Oh, please. He's like, oh, fine. You 2 are going to be together forever, man. You 2 have a past life together as well, okay? Yeah, you have a lot of cat energy. Do dogs act funny around you?
Sometimes.
Yeah. They will, because they see you as cat. Okay, they see you as
your
cat.
dog.
Yeah. So what you do in that circumstance, you ever have an animal who is acting weird around you, all you have to do is literally turn around and say, please put me on the vibration of that animal and that animal on my vibration. Because what happens is it opens up a channel between you 2 and the universe rebalances it. My son actually encountered a dog who was barking, barking, barking. It was crazy. And the owners are going, well, I don't get it. Well, my son can communicate with animals like I can. So I told him to do this. And within 5 minutes, the dog not only calmed down, but they started playing together. By the end of the day, the owner's going, how is he doing this? He is teaching this dog tricks that I have never seen this dog do before. Right? So this is the way it works. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. So, when we come back, we will open it up to the audience, and you guys will be asking some questions if you so choose, and we're going to have some more fun. Okay? Awesome. All right, we'll be back after this break. I'm Angel Morgan, and we're back with Raising Energy for the second half of our show at the Stephen Leacock Theatre. So in the first half of the show, we let Spirit kind of guide us to where we needed to be to ask questions. In this half of the show, we're actually going to open it up to our audience to ask the questions themselves. So before we do that, though, we have audience members who were here at a prior taping, and we're actually going to have them stand up because they have something to let us know about a prediction that was made in another show.
I was in the first taping at the Rogerstv and while I was there, you talked to me about maybe not a catastrophe, but a problem that I would have later on. And in between that taping and this taping, my cat actually passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I spoke to you about it at one point, but I felt I'd like to mention it, and I'd also like to ask if the cat is around.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat is actually quite content, and all I keep getting is, and you have other animals in your home too, do you not?
Yes,
yeah,
we have birds.
And it's interesting because the cat keeps going, oh, thank God, man, some alone time. That's all I keep getting is alone time. Because this cat feels like it was bombarded by other animals, and it was actually teased. You have a, I know this family, and there's you have a cockatiel, right? Is it a cockatiel? What is that?
I had a cockatiel, yeah.
Okay, because, you had a cockatiel? Oh, see, I didn't even know that. I'm better than I thought I was.
On the ball.
Yeah, so because I keep getting that this cat was teased by other animals in your home.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, and it feels like the cockatiel may have been one of them. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, yeah. So the
Probably.
cat's like, oh, thank God, man. This is like it's like spa day. So yeah, your cat's fine, just fine. Although he loves you and misses you, he is fine. Okay.
Of course.
Thank you. Who would like to ask questions? Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Okay. Let's come down here, please, to this woman in the blue with the turtleneck. And what would you like to know?
I have some significant numbers that pop up all the time, 7-11 and 9-11.
Oh, okay, well 11 is a really cool number. Now, my forte is not numerology, okay? But there are certain things I know about numerology. First of all, when you get number sets like that together, like 9-11 or 7-11 or that kind of thing, that's what we call a statement. Some people call them angel statements, right? So the 11 is about, they always say make a wish. Right? So 9, I believe, is representative of things coming to completion, right? So make a wish, what do you want to know? Right? So if you see the number 5 and the 11, well, there's a great transition happening in your life at this moment, make a wish. Right? So what were the numbers? Was 9 and 11 and what?
7-11.
7 is a good one. 7 is you've learnt your lesson. Right? So you've gone through a period in your life or something in your life, and all of a sudden you see 7-7-7 or 7-11-12 or whatever. In your case, it's you've learned the lesson. Now make a wish. What do you want next? Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Questions? 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 I'm going to come over here. I have to come over here back to. I'm sorry, I don't remember you.
Ryan.
Yeah. I try to give everybody a chance, but sometimes I don't have a choice. Okay, Ryan, hi.
My brother recently passed away in March, and I want to know if it was accidental or on purpose suicide.
I do get that it was conscious. It was an aware choice. Yeah. A lot of times it can be an accident. There's an overdose or this, and they didn't mean it. But I get that there was something there where he was making a conscious decision. Okay. Now, having said that, he never doubted that he wanted to move on. He does. Usually in circumstances like that, people don't feel good afterwards because of the decision they made. He's actually not that, he's fairly content with the decision he's made. There are still issues around it because of the action he took, right? But he's actually going, it's okay, it's all good, it's okay, I'm okay. And he needs you to know that. He needs you, because you two were very close. And also, this had nothing to do with you, so stop thinking it did. Okay. Do you understand that? Okay? So nothing to do with you. Okay. All right? He loves you. He loves your parents. He loves your mother. He loves everybody. But you have to understand that this is a movement he felt he needed to make.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
That's all. Yeah. All right. I want to come over here to these two. And what is your one with the pink or the red? Yes.
How did you
Would you stand up, please?
How did you discover your abilities? And at any point were you doubting it and thinking is this real, or should I go see a doctor? How did you differentiate against that?
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan. Thank you. That's a lovely question. How did I discover it? I've always kind of been the weird kid in the family, and it does go in my family. A lot of times it's generational. My sister actually is a dream walker. I discovered it because when I moved out to the country from Toronto, it was very overstimulating. I became a bored housewife, really, and I needed something to do. And so I went to I went to this particular store, and they said, would you like to come to this class and that kind of thing. And I said, all right, that's fine. And it was on plants and herbs. And I thought, oh, this is really cool. I live in the country now, so I should garden, right? So I needed to learn about plants and herbs. And I remember taking the herbs and knowing what the properties were. And they said, you should take a Reiki course. And Reiki is a Japanese healing modality in which the practitioner allows energy to come through and through their body and hands to allow the person in front of them to take that energy and self-heal. And when I did that, it just opened everything up. They did what's called an attunement, and it opens you up. And from there, I ended up going to South America. And when I was there, I met another shaman. Once you go, this is who I am, or this is what I want to do, the path opens up. The opportunities just open up. And I got to South America a very unique way. I did a ceremony there. So again, they opened me up. This time it was to the animals. But I didn't realize. They said, no, you're going to talk to animals. And I went, oh, really? And I came home. And funny enough, I went to an open house for a friend of mine, and I was signing a book. Everybody was signing books, right? So I went, okay, I'll sign a book. A week later, I got an email, and the email said, don't forget you have an animal communications course coming up. And I went, oh, please, really? And my friend goes, and a friend of mine goes, are you going? And I said, no. And she goes, oh, yeah, you are, because I'm going. And I went, oh. So we went. And by the end of the class, myself and another woman decided to take on the course load, and I became a professional animal communicator within 6 weeks of that. So it was really interesting because the class itself was very eye-opening. That teacher is still one of my dearest friends. So I kind of fell into it, but I always knew that I had an ability. Do I doubt it? Yeah, I'm human. Of course I do. I doubted it a lot more before. When you start, for those of you who are just starting out on this path, even in the viewing audience, yeah, that's normal to doubt yourself. We're conditioned to live and be a certain way. And then all of a sudden you realize there's a whole nother world out there. That's like someone, taking you and in 3 seconds putting you in a whole different country. It's very disorienting at first, and of course you're going to doubt yourself. But then you start to realize, as you talk to people, as you become accurate, as you have a whole room full of people, and you know that it's not a mass illusion, that you're not crazy, right? And everyone goes, oh, wow, you're so, it's special in this gift, and da-da-da. All of us can do this. I was joking in the last episode, this is rocket science. I would not be doing it. I love doing it, and I'm lucky because I have you guys. You guys allow me to strengthen this muscle. My mentor, the man that I model myself after, John Edward, he said that once. Before I was on this path, I was watching his show Crossing Over, and he said that. He said, this is a muscle. Being psychic is a muscle. You have to exercise it. You have to build it and make it strong. You helped me to do that, right? So yeah, of course I doubt it, but I've also been very, very fortunate in that I have had circumstances in my life that I cannot really doubt it anymore. So I've just amazing, magical things that have happened. Okay, so thank you for that question.
Thank you.
Questions? Yes.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Hi.
I've been on a drumming journey once, met my spirit animal, which is the wolf.
Yes.
And I would like to know who the other animal is that I should turn to in time of questioning things.
Your guide is the cheetah. So, and you're very fast. You're very quick. So what's going to happen for you, and that's a really good one to have, is whenever you seek guidance and you call on the cheetah for the guidance, the answer is going to come split, right? So what would take someone, an hour before they get an answer, yours will come very quickly, right? And that's another reason that you're very fast. You're kind of like me in that you need to physically and consciously slow yourself down. The slower you go, the faster the information will come, okay? Cheetah medicine's like that. Okay, good, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Questions? Right here, please, in the front.
Hi.
Hi, you don't have to be so afraid. Because it's funny, because as soon as my whole body just went, oh, I gotta melt into jelly, I'm so scared of being up here. But that's, yeah, so you know what, you're a very strong person. Yeah, breathe, you got it, you got it. There's the medicine. What would you like to know, love?
Well, my name's Krista.
Hi.
And I'm getting married this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I've been very lost in the last 2.5, 3 years. And I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I Yeah.
No, I don't. I feel like, yes, you have been lost, but in the last month or so, you're finally gaining ground. You're finally finding some focus. Congratulations, by the way, on your wedding and the finding focus. And this is more for confirmation and validation of that. Because I feel like you already know, but you're kind of going, oh my God, but could this be true that I'm actually on the right path now? Okay, you are. All of this is an opening up for you. A lot of blocks have been there for you, and you've been really going through a massive healing, and you've been putting the walls up yourself. But what I mean by you're moving through it now and that it's coming is the fact that you're kind of saying, no, if I'm scared, like just now, perfect example. I'm really scared, I don't want it, but I'm going to do it, right? You're doing that more. So you need to congratulate yourself every time that happens. You are moving through every door beautifully. You are focused, you know what you want, you don't want to be afraid. You want to grab life by the horns, and that's okay. Look, you have to understand something. You're normal, okay? You are not abnormal in any way, shape, or form. You just feel like that because we all feel like we're alone and we're in it on our own. Who here, whenever they come up to a new circumstance, is nervous and afraid? Right. Okay, women, when you were going to get married, were you nervous and afraid? Okay, see, so the reality is what you're feeling is normal. Something that a teacher once told me, if you are feeling or thinking something, there is a really good bet that somebody in this classroom or somebody in this room is feeling the same thing. You are never alone. That's a big thing for you.
My big fear is that this will be his third marriage.
Doesn't matter. 3 times a charm. You never heard that? Come on. No, that's actually, it's very funny because as soon as you said that I'm getting married, I went, yeah, and it's going to last forever. So I wish I'd interrupted you, but I'm sorry. But yeah, no, this one is a final one for the two of you. And he's laughing because he knows, I'm tapped into your fiance, and he's laughing. He's like, yeah, there's nobody else who wants me. Nobody else wants me with her. And you are very unique in that way. You're really the only one who really gets him.
Yeah.
You're a match. Like I literally see puzzle pieces like that. You know, and you two have been waiting for each other for a long time. Yeah, it's funny.
Lives ago.
Yeah, no, but even in this lifetime, it's funny because they just said it. They said you feel lost unless you're with him. When you're with him, you are not lost. So when we get married, it's why you have to be very careful with the partners you choose. When you get married, you bind your energy to them. You become one with them. So right now you're with him, and that's grand and that's lovely. But once you're married to him, you're not going to feel lost anymore because you're always going to be with him. His energy will always be there. Okay? Yeah, this is the last one for both of you.
Thank you.
Okay, good. No problem. All right, questions. Let's go over here to this woman in red. You guys having a good time? Yeah. I'm having a good time. I'm having a really good time. All right, what's your name?
Nadina.
Nadina.
I have a question about my work. I really enjoy what I do, but there's a part of me that is thinking I'm going to go in a different direction. And I'm...
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
Can
you know
I have
you're a
help in
healer.
that?
Yeah. Well, you know you're a healer.
Yes.
Right? And the reality is that is the direction. It's just about your confidence in really stepping into that and saying, okay, this is my career now. Right? So you got to look at your full-time job as your part-time job. You have to disconnect from that emotionally in the sense of, okay, that's just there.
Okay.
And then you look at your healing job and healing work, and go, that's my job, and connect fully to that. Even if it's not, that is my full-time job. Right?
And I feel like I'm doing it through my work right now, but how do I feel like I
No, you need your own practice.
But I do have my own practice.
No, you don't. It just doesn't feel that way. It feels like you are still conditioning yourself. I'm working for a 9-to-5 firm, or like there's still this condition. You've got to free yourself of this.
Is it possible because I'm under a college?
Yeah.
So in other words,
like you got to do your own thing. You have to do your own thing completely. Like you got to, I'm not saying you have to let go of the college. I'm saying you've got to have your own practice outside of the college and see that as your main thing. Right, okay, so, all right, so here you go. If I were to work in an accounting firm, right? Okay, and I work there 9 to 5. Not that I do, but if I did, I work there 9 to 5, right? Most people would consider that their full-time job.
Right.
No, when I'm here in the studio, even if it's 1 day a month, this is my full-time job. This is where my focus is.
Okay.
Okay? Your focus and your energy needs to go fully to your soul practice. The college itself is just there to sustain you until you really fully take off with this.
So it is...
Because you are going to get away from it.
Is it the coaching?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but there's also something else too. You do hands-on healing, right?
I'm a massage therapist.
Yeah, but you do more than that. You do energy work too, do you not? It's
Yeah.
all part and parcel.
It's all part and parcel. You
Right.
can't separate
so,
it.
Yeah, so the thing is the massage work that you do, more energy work with the massage. Okay? The massage work that you do, yes, that is more you. Like the life coaching, the massage, but the intuitive work needs to be part of all of it.
And that's what I'm finding is that I'm just saying things as I'm working with people. I'm like, this is happening. And I'm thinking, where did that come from?
Yeah, just say thank you.
Okay.
Because I do that too. I remember being at dinner once and I blurted something out and I went, and they went, oh, that's so insightful. I went, right? It was quite amazing. So when those things happen, just say thank you. You're not hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody else. It's all good. But you got to trust that more. That's what's going to pull you away from the college and put you more into where you are. Not to say you'll ever break or burn those bridges, but you will definitely be in your own space, and that's where you need to focus.
Okay.
Okay, does this make sense? To some degree.
To some degree, because
Okay,
I guess my struggle is how is it that I can transition? Because the college is very specific.
The how is none of your business.
Oh, thanks.
The how is never any of our business. You know, all you do is focus on what you want. I want a new house. I don't really have the money for it, but I don't care. The how is none of my business. I focus on myself in that house, and then I get it.
Okay.
It's as easy as that. It really is. People think it's complicated. It's not. My son is very good at manifesting. And he came to me once and he says, oh, Mom, I want ice cream for dinner. No, you're not getting ice cream. All day, Mom, I want ice cream, I want ice cream, I want ice cream. So my ex came home and he comes home and he says, I got ice cream for dinner. And my son smiled and I'm like, really? Seriously? Seriously. So when you focus on something so innately, you're going to get it. How you're going to get it is really none of your business. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. Let's go over here, right here. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl, how are you?
Good. I've gone through a lot of life changes in the past year and a half. And right now, work, I feel like there should be a change somewhere there.
I almost want to say I feel like you're retiring. I want to say that you're stepping out of work into who you are without that. You'll always have something, but it feels like you just don't want to be there. That change of life really is into, it really feels like retirement. Does that even make sense for you?
It would be nice.
Yeah. The actual retirement's coming in 3 years.
Okay.
But you need to start feeling like you're retiring. You need to start feeling like, stop working so hard, I think is the message here. Show me, what is it? Exactly. Ease up. Ease up. You really need to ease up on yourself. Okay? This is not about work. This is really about your personal life. Like, you really need to ease up and slow down and relax a bit, and that's going to give you the momentum to continue. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Good. Okay, yeah. You need to relax. See, what we don't realize is what we do in our personal lives actually affects our business lives, right? How we feel about us as a person affects everything we do. You just need to ease up. You're a go-getter. You're a hard worker, right? Workhorse. Relax. Even the workhorse takes time to stop and eat the hay. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. 24/7, man. That's all you're saying is 24/7. Relax, ease up. All right?
Okay,
good.
thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to go here to this nice woman right here in the deep blue, navy blue. You got a really nice 20s look to you. I really like that. I like the way your hair is curled. That's so in right now, that curly. I love that. I don't know how to do that. That's really neat.
I'm Erin.
Hi, Erin.
Hi. I just want to know if I have any life situation at home changing at all.
Something needs to open up in the physical house. Where the family is concerned, everything feels good, but there is a change coming. But it's because you're changing your house. Not moving, but there feels like there's going to be a renovation or something you do in the house. When you change it, it's going to change the energy of the house, and it's going to open up things. So in my old home, I couldn't seem to get clients to come in, right, to readings and that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden I looked around and I went, I need to up my money corner, I need to do this, I need to do that. And when I started changing things around, all of a sudden my clientele base shifted and it started coming in. There's something going to change for you where business is concerned, happiness, joy, more vitality, more energy. And it has to do, when I come into your home, is your kitchen to the left? Okay, it's the kitchen. Something is going to change in the kitchen or living room. So the kitchen, like the living room goes
I
into
just
the
did
kitchen.
the floors like
Okay,
2 weeks
so that's
ago.
the change. Okay, good. So that change is going to occur, is going to create more change in the home, okay, to the family, but to the benefit, because I see the energy being here and it goes up. This is going to affect your husband's business, whatever he does for work, okay, to his benefit. So in other words, he's going to feel better. There's a little bit more money coming for him. Whatever you did in the kitchen, brilliant. Good move. Coming into the kitchen, is that the living room that's connected to the kitchen?
Dining, then living.
Dining room, then living room. Okay, so in the dining area at the door where the kitchen is that, it's not carpeted. Is it carpeted? It's not carpeted? Was there carpet there at some point?
Maybe. It's an old house.
Oh, it's an old house. Okay. Okay, I got it. You need to put an area rug before the kitchen. Okay? I want you to put something there
I just
before
put
the
a
kitchen.
runner there.
It's got to be smaller. Not a runner. It has to be smaller, like a mat. Okay, but it's got like shag or something like that. But and the color needs to be like an off-white or a tone like that. For some reason, entrance to the kitchen is vital in your home. If you do that, you're just going to see things open up even more. Okay? I hope that answers your question. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's go over here. Good. Questions?
Hi there. I'm just, my name's Marley, and I'm just wondering where life is taking me.
All I keep hearing for you is you're on the right track. You have an angel behind you, and you've got a very unique little guide who keeps dancing around the stage and is really annoying. Yeah, that happens sometimes. People have guides who are very unique. Yours is very unique. He's very earth spirit. He's very from the forest. He's white, and he's very... Do you remember Dobby from Harry Potter? Yeah, it kind of looks like that, only he's got a bigger head. If only people could see the stuff I see. Oh my God. He likes you. He's stopped. He's looking up at you. What do you need him to do? That's the next step for you. You've got to start working with your guides and guardians more. Okay?
Okay.
You need to start working with, not even your angels. Angels, you got covered. That's what they're saying. Guides, guardians, earth spirits, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
That's the next step. All right? That's going to lead you into where you need to go.
Okay.
Good. Excellent. Questions? Okay, right here. Oh, I've been dying to talk to you since before the shoot. Hi, your energy is really interesting. It's very spiritual, but very, very old world. It's got the, you know, in Italy and in Europe, you have the people who are like stregas, the old women who live on the outside of the towns. And these were like the medicine women, right? And they're really, really neat. So you kind of have that energy about you, okay? What's your question?
My question is, a lot has changed. Like when I was younger, I felt like I didn't belong. And then I found that
Recently.
I came to this place not because I chose to come here. I came. So now I'm in Georgina.
Yes.
Right? And I'm Georgina from Georgina. Right? So I'm meant to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So my question to you is, I'm kind of moving towards something, but I'm not sure if I'm making the right move.
The answer is yes, and you need to flow with it. Stop doubting.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I like the energy you're stepping into from where you were.
Right.
Georgina is a very sacred place. Did you know that? And we have the island here, right? You have a lot of the Aboriginal land, as we were talking about earlier. The reality is those who are called here for a reason. The reality for me is that even I've been called here. You know, this has always been the place I need to be. And it's a hub. Like, it's a hub of energy. It's beautiful.
Did you find it opened a door for you that you didn't even realize was there?
Totally, totally, totally. And I've always been drawn here. I even tried to move west, and I couldn't. It kept pulling me back here for a reason. My clientele base is all very, very heavy in here. I love it here. I love it here. With you, though, it's very interesting that you say you don't belong, because now you are feeling not only a sense of belonging, but a sense of who you are. That's also the energy that's happening right now. The energy that's happening at the moment is an energy that is opening us up on a spiritual level. right? And those of us who never belonged all of a sudden belong. Right? It's our time now. We're moving from the tree of knowledge, which is all up here, into the tree of life, which is all in here and based in spirit. So all of those who are truly spirit-based, those of us who are on this path of intuition, those people are really starting to go like, oh my God, I'm finally belong on this earth. I can finally ground here. And you're feeling that, especially in the earth. You need to stay around the greens. Okay, so grass especially, like lie down in the grass if you have to. Does that make sense?
I used to do that when I took care of kids in day camps.
Yeah.
I would get them to lie in the grass and look at the clouds and make...
Now you need to go back to that yourself. Are you an artist?
No.
Really? Really?
No.
Because it's funny because you have that feeling of an artist.
Yeah,
like a painter.
I'm moving towards the things. When I was younger, I was in music.
Okay.
Right, but then I left it for a long time. But I'm finding that I'm being drawn to it again.
Yeah, good. And that's what's going to happen, right? What you're meant to be, what you're meant to experience, you're going to come back to it. Yeah, because I keep feeling like artist. And I couldn't tell if that was painting or what that was, but I knew the art was there. That creativity is going to open you up even more, go deeper. Flowers, plants, you really need to go back to that this year. You've got to have a garden.
Okay, and I have one quick question for you about the spirit animal.
Yeah.
Because I had a very unique meeting with an animal when I was younger, and I just want to know what spirit animal it is.
Before I go there, you're the owl, by the way. It keeps coming up for you. I keep seeing a badger around you.
Do you?
Yeah, I keep seeing a badger.
Okay, because I thought I was the owl.
Oh, that's funny, and that's actually for her. Yeah, you have badger around you.
All right.
Yeah, I wish I could say, damn, I was wrong, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My reality is that was for you. For you, it's a badger, and badger is the medicine woman. It's the storyteller.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I'm good that way.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. So I have time for I think one more question. One more question. Yep. Right here. Up here. This woman right beside the camera. Okay. Real quick. All right, and what's your question? Oh.
Hi. My question is, at Christmas time, I started to get very sore fingers, arthritic fingers. Arthritis runs in my family, but I don't think it's that. I don't know if I should change my eating, if I should be doing something. I feel it's a message being sent to me.
Yeah, I really feel like for you, it's it's energetic. Okay, it's completely energetic. I'm sorry I don't have more time, but it is energetic. You can talk to me a little bit more after the show. Okay, great. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. If you want to know more about us, you can go to raisingenergy.com or rogerstv.com/raisingenergy. I do private readings as well. I do have an